Alright, that answers this question on compound interest. Now we have a man invests $500,000 in a fixed deposit account at a compound interest rate of 8% per annum, or you can say per year or annually, whichever word you want to use. Okay, so 8% per annum. Calculate the total amount in the account after 3 years. Okay, so remember this is compound interest. So if we're doing, let's say, simple interest now, we'll simply do, okay, PRT over 100, find your simple interest, and you can add the principal and the simple interest to get the amount. Very straightforward. But now this is compound interest. So we're going to use a different formula. And the formula is going to be A is equal to P bracket 1 plus R over N, and then to the power of N times T. So I explain everything for you one by one. Let me use a different color. So P obviously is your principal. So which is your 500,000, the initial amount. That's your principal. Okay. R is going to be your rate in decimals. So it means that this 8% that's here, you have to change it to a decimal. Okay. 8% is the same thing as 8 over 100, which is going to be 0.08. So your R is going to be your rate in the decimals. You have to remember that. Now your N is going to be the number of times compounded. So this will depend on the question. Now, if you look at these questions, they said a compound interest rate of 8% per annum. So that's every year. So it means that it's compounded once a year. Okay, so since it's per annum, all right, so that's our N is going to be once a year. Supposing they said it was it's at a compound interest rate of, let's say, every 6 months. Now that's twice a month. So in that case, N is going to be what? N is going to be 2. If it was quarterly, that's every 3 months. And that gives us 4 times a year. If it was every month, if it was every month, that's 1 month. Okay, that's 12 times in a year, and your N is going to be 12. So you usually get the N based on the question. Because they just said compound interest of 8% per annum, that's every year. So N is 1 in this case. And then this is still the N, and then T is the time in years. Where for this question is going to be 3 years. All right, so that's just explain the entire formula. Now let's answer the question. The total amount in the account after 3 years, we now start to input everything. So let me go back to black. Have A. The amount is equal to what's our principal? So the P was, let me write everything out, $500,000. The R, which was 8%, now became what? 0.08. N is 1, and then T is 3 years. Okay, so this is going to be 500,000 bracket 1 plus, what's our R? 0.08 over what's the N, which is 1, to the power of 1 times 3. So we continue. A is equal to 500,000. So 0.08 divided by 1 is still 0.08. Okay, so, and then we can just add 1 plus 0. Or let me just do it step by step. 1 plus 0.08 to the power of 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so we have 500,000 bracket 1 plus 0.08, that's going to be 1.08 to the power of 3. Then you can input this on your calculator. Just type 500,000, then bracket 1.08 to the power of 3. So this 3 only affects what's inside the bracket. And your answer should be, if you use your calculator, you should get 629,856. Yeah, 629,856. You can then put the currency dollars, and that's it. All right, so it means that the amount, total amount, you can just write total amount equals $629, 856. Okay, earned. You can also run earned after 3 years. This is just the amount, no, not the interest. Okay. All right. So we'll answer the first question, which is the total amount. Now calculate the total interest earned. So again, so for the total interest, simply do interest is equal to the amount minus the principal, which was the initial $500,000. So we just do 629,856 minus 500,000. And what does that give you? That gives you $129,856. So this would be the interest earned after 3 years. While this was your total amount, in the account, this one was the total amount in the account after 3 years. This is the interest earned after 3 years. So that's just how you solve this question. Just remember the formula. Again, you can see that the P brackets 1 plus R over N to the power of N times T. Know your values, and that's it. Okay, let's try another. We'll try another type of question. We have another question on compound interest. So a principal of $10,000 is invested at an annual interest rate of 6%, compounded semi-annually. Remember this word. What is the total amount in the account after 2 years? So remember, this is compound interest. We're going to use the formula A equals P in brackets 1 plus R over N to the power of N times T. So let's get our values. P is the principal. Okay, so P is the principal, which is equal to $10,000. So the initial amount, $10,000. Okay, R, that's going to be the rate in decimals. Okay, so they gave us 6%, but we need to convert this 6% to decimal, which is going to be 0.06. Always remember that. We have our N. Now, N is the number of times compounded. And if you look at this statement, it said the annual interest rate of 6% compounded semi-annually. So that's every 6 months or twice a year. So it means that N is going to be 2. Okay, from this statement, they said it's compounded semi-annually. That's 2 times a year. Okay, or every 6 months. So always pay attention to the amount of times it's compounded so that you can know your N. And then what's the T? That's the time in years. That's 2 years. So we have all the values we need. We have our P, R, N, and T. So let's find the answer. Okay, so we go. Let's go come back here. So A is going to be, what's our P? We've said P is 10,000. So 10,000 bracket 1 plus, what's the rate? What's the R? 0.06 over, what's the N? And it's 2. Okay, to the power of 2 times 2. I mean, N is 2, T is 2. So we continue. A is equal to $10,000, or just 10,000. Bracket 1 plus 0.06 divided by 2, that's 0.03. Okay, forgive my bracket. 2 times 2, that's 4, so that's to the power of 4. So we continue. And the amount is equal to 10,000 bracket. So 1 plus 0.03, that's 1.03 to the power of 4. Now sorry that my bracket is like this. I don't know why it's, sorry. But all right, so we have 10,000, okay, bracket 1.03 to the power of 4. So input that in your calculator. And if you do that, I'm doing that now, you should get 11,255.0881, I think 0881. So I'll just say we'll take it to 2 decimal places. If we look at the options, So we can say that's 11,255.09. Let me use this. Okay, 0.09. You can put dollars if you want. Okay, so 11,255.09. And the answer is going to be, what's it? 11,255.09. C. The answer is C. Okay, so the answer is C. So always take note of, remember to change your rate to decimal. So 0.6% becomes 0.06. And also take note of how many times it's compounded, semi-annually, annually, quarterly, monthly. So do those words will be important. All right, so I think that's it. Our answer has been found. Yay.